think we are live and good. Cool. Today I am just playing some Tesla. Pretty chill stream, but feel free to hang out. Not doing anything crazy. Hello, Crusader. Thanks for checking out the channel. Again, I'm just playing the Tesla today, like real chill stream. I'll show my deck. Might be having some issues here. Just making sure everything looks the way it should. Oh, I see. It's gonna show everything. Is it mirroring my whole display? Sorry. I had this set up to capture just the window, but now it's capturing everything. Sorry. So that's why you start a second early. It should only be doing my... It's incredibly... Okay, well I guess once I'm on this is fine. If I switch... Okay, yeah, that's really quite strange. Anyway. Oh, I see what I did. Okay, I'm gonna need to hop to here. Just setting up a few things, like I said. Apologize that it's a bit choppy. I'll get rid of this in the VOD. Participants. Should be good there. And I'm going to need to grab my phone so that I can pull the stream up and chat with people on the stream, so I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry for the audio there. Okay, setup is still going on here. Thanks to everybody for just holding on while figuring this out. It will be smoother in future streams. Okay, I got this pulled up so I can see your chat as we go. Okay, everything should be set up actually. I believe it was Crusader in there. Could you just chat something so I can make sure that I got that? Okay, looks like we're good. So I'll talk about the deck that I'm bringing here. I'm bringing McGrath, the Crushingly Domesticated. And should be pulling that up now on stream in a second. Okay, it is fixed to that window right now. But anyway, the McGrath is a Brobnar Dis Mars deck. It has double Bumpsy. It actually can use this War Drummer really well. Toss it up and down. Toss a double Bumpsy up and down. It has a Burn the Stockpile, Anger, Loot the Bodies with a big board, 21 creatures. Oh, okay, it is pulling it up. 21 creatures. And then we have very like kind of low creature control, so you're gonna have to be careful. But 3 Fates is good. The fighting is good. Double Dust Imp, Stealer of Souls in duplicate with the Anger is really good. Double Grabber Jammer plays into your Loot the Bodies. Basically, it's just difficult to play because it's low pips and it's slow, but it has all the tools to be a really, really nice deck. I've only played one game with it so far, but I actually knocked out a 94 Sasser, so I was actually pretty impressed by it in the one game that I played with it. You also have EMP Blast. I found in super slow decks, generally speaking, for me at least, in my style of play, I want that artifact control when I'm going slow. If you can go fast, sometimes you can get away with not having it. So that's where I'm at on that. Okay. Mordovus is getting things rolling. I'm getting things rolling, getting rid of the technical issues. Hello, Scavazzi. Thanks for coming in. I am trying my best to get this rolling professionally. Can you hear me okay? You see everything all right with the screen and all that? Just let me know if you can't hear. I imagine I'm going to tag you in the Discord as well. Okay, my triple subtle maul won't enjoy EMP Blast. That's I imagine it would not. Okay, so the roll is coming in. So Tesla, it is standard and reversal in alternation. So we rolled standard first, so it's always randomly decided which one goes first. Thanks for the audio confirmation, Scavazzi. It should be good as we're getting in here. So we're going standard reversal, which is good. We brought one of the higher SAS decks. It doesn't mean that it's one of the stronger ones, but all things considered, if you're bringing the highest SAS deck, you probably want to land reversal. I mean, you probably want to land standard first, but we shall see how that goes. Talking about this deck a little bit more, the double Mind Warper is kind of exciting. With the John Smith is great with the Squawker. I just feel like it has a lot of nice tools here. It also has the Deep Probe to do a little bit of disruption. I gotta be careful with the EMP Blast because each Martian is gonna get stunned. So if I have a great board, it might not be worth clearing the artifacts. Just cards that you don't play very much, you gotta be careful with. At least me. Currently, I like the Arise in Brobnar the most because you get the War Drummer with like double resolution, so I'm pretty excited about the potential of that. Getting tagged in here, which means the first game is up. I'm actually up against Scavazzi, so I'll have to ask you to mute the stream, switch to a different tab. Don't snipe me, man. Don't hand snipe me. Actually, if you decide to, whatever. This is not for all the marbles here. Okay. Okay. Alright. He was kind enough to put a link up. Imagining the password is Tesla. Okay, great. Alright, you'll be able to see my hands here. And I go for McGrath. Here we go. Round 1. Always try to good luck, have fun. And we are against Jabez, Mr. X. Let's look at that list. We're looking at Bouncing Deathquark, double EP, double Sloppy Lab Work, double Routine Job, triple Subtle Maul. EMP Blast, so like Scavazzi said, is going to be pretty relevant there. I think my Mars is better. The Marauders can do some serious stall game here with double Grabber Jammer and the Marauders. What else do I have here? Double Sloppy Lab Work is good. Desania doesn't matter to me because I'm not archiving. I gotta be careful around the stealing, I think. But it's not too bad. It's double Nerve Blast, double Routine Job, but it's a big steal. Maybe careful floating around one with the Ghostly Hand. Can maybe bait him into some resolutions of the burn the stockpile. Let's see how this goes here. So I'm pulling into first hand here, and I've got 4 Mars, 2 Grobnar. The problem is that I'm pulling EMP Blast first, but I also really love this hand. I think I mulligan it, even though it's great. I just can't. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just can't see it that early. I just can't. We get another good opener here with Lash. We're gonna be able to, so they go Sloppy Lab Work, discard Phosphorus Stars. I am gonna go Dis, and I will get down a Lash, a Stealer of Souls, and then we get rid of Troubadour via discard. Drawing into Control a Weak here is pretty good. We're playing 3 cards in Dis each hand. Apologies for the lag on my screen. I can't really do anything about it. We're going to see discards Routine Job, discards Nerve Blast, Shadow Self, and Naughty the Thief. I'm having a huge amount of problems with the images loading slowly here. What I think I'm going to do, I'm going to make him go Shadows again. And I'm just going to Reap and then destroy everything, hoping to get a dead turn. That seems to be the best turn that I have. Leaving that Shadow Self around is always a bad idea. We'll just play Lash for fun here. Hopefully we just get that dead turn. Ghostly Hand is resolved. I'll go Mars. We'll play out a Mind Warper. We'll get rid of the Phosphorus Stars, which could be very high value in this deck, honestly, but I'm not going to do it today. I think it's important to get that Arise off for something. Right now in discard, we're only dealing with the Stealer of Souls and the Troubadour. So I could actually get the Troubadour down now that I have enough Amber for it. So potentially we go a Dis turn again. Discards Effervescent Principle. Experimental Therapy is going to stun Mind Warper. Bot booked in and Desania come down. Ammonia Clouds, Air Blast. There's no Lights Out or anything. So I think I'm actually safe to play my Troubadour, which is nice. I could also discard a creature in Mars and protect my Mind Warper. And then just do it via do the Arise next turn. I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I like the Mars marginally better, even though it's a little bit against the rules that I usually go by for hand shaping. But I think we get some hands moving. There's some value to getting these guys down on the board. And then I can also get Dust Imp out of the way so that I can Arise that Dis. That seems pretty high value to me, actually. Rocket Boots on the bot booked in. That wasn't going away either way. Luckily, Grabber Jammer is going to keep that. They go to a 7-card hand with the Rocket Boots there. What do I want to do? We're looking at Troubadour, Dust Imp, and Stealer of Souls and Dis. I also put down an additional Stealer of Souls. I think I like the Dis turn here. We'll go Dis. I'm going to Arise that. We get the Troubadour down. I can unstun Mind Warper, which now I can use in any house. We'll upcost. Get the Dust Imp. And then I'll get double Stealer of Souls down. Seems like a pretty good turn for me. He can't really go Logos because he obviously didn't draw any on the Rocket Boots. So I'm not really afraid of the Rocket Boots. Let me catch up with chat here. Ammonia Clouds is going to let me cash in Dust Imp. He plays Grabber Jammer. Think Drone, Think Drone. Marauder does nothing. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. So dealing 3 damage. I think I can just gain a lot here. Probably the best way to go. I could increase board, or I could fight it down. Double Bumpsy seems pretty nice, but I think I go this and stay the course here. I will crash Troubadour into the bot booked in with the rocket boots probably. Oh wait, no, I need Grabber Jammer dead, so I'll go 4 into Grabber Jammer, which allows me to check at 9. We can use Stealer of Souls to purge Marauder and gain 1, which is really nice. It's probably sitting on another Effervescent, so I can do this to try to negate that Logos turn. We'll use Lash for fun, and end turn. There's no, like, there's no, like, too much to protect to worry about or anything like that. Big turn for my deck here. Also, we're sitting here really nicely with Loot the Bodies and Burn the Stockpile. Just a really good response to any Amber Rush here. We're going to go Mars, which means I'm going to probably get to resolve this Burn the Stockpile with some Reaping. Think Drone Reaps, and no Archive. Zizix the Many is going to reveal Titan Mechanic going to 6 power. That's fine. We'll go Brobnar. I am going to resolve the Burn the Stockpile to bring them down to 4, and then play double Bumpsy here. And we will also play a Crump. I think I might want to hold this Loot the Bodies play here. Yeah, it just seems like we're looking 3 creatures and pretty good at destroying stuff, so. I can also discard that Rogue Ogre in Mars. Like, I have multiple good plays here, but that resolution to Burn the Stockpile is very nice for me. Dominator is unstunned. Think Drone. Zizix is going to resolve. Oh, Reaps. It just Reaps, so Zizix, there's no other creature in hand, so we know that there's no other creature in hand. Otherwise, he would just archive. So that's pretty sweet. I think I do take this Mars, take the opportunity to up the cost here to 8. We can also use our Feeding Pit, which is a little bit of speed. That's kind of a big deal, actually. We'll do our Mind Warper on the flank. I'm going to read here. We know that there's no... so Squawker gives me an Amber, so I can check right now via a Reap. So I think I actually do that, even though the Mind Warper would be a better ability, but checking is good here, I think. We're going to go Logos. They play the Effervescent, which isn't horrible for me, actually. Sania Reaps to go to 3. Titan Mechanic will bring keys down, and then Gizmo, Strange Gizmo after Skavazzi forges a key, destroy each creature and artifact. Okay. Hmm. I think I go Mars. We'll use Feeding Pit to get rid of Hebet Huge. Just a little bit of speed. I really like that. I think I do this putting an Amber here. And then I actually just like the Reap, Reap, Reap kind of option. I don't think that I want the EMP Blast. Let me think about that. I don't want, yeah, I just don't want to play that. Even though it's like high value in this matchup, but I just don't want to play it. They're going to go Logos. Sania Reaps. I'm surprised to see a Logos call here. Bouncing Deathquark, that makes sense. So them forging a key is a little bit disadvantageous for them, I think. And I can delay it in multiple ways here. Bouncing Deathquark is going to do some major cleaning up here. It's going to get rid of that Mars line. So big play. I wasn't expecting the Logos call, but it's kind of an emergency creature control situation for Skavazzi. I'm going to take my key, and I can actually just go into this here. Play Mind Barb. We'll use the Lash of Broken Dreams Schuler combo to steal. This is also going to set up when he forges that key, it's going to give me Dust Imp as a resolution, so I'm very okay with that. And we have a great Brobnar hand here that's going to do a ton of work. I really am enjoying this deck. This is only my second game with it, but it's pretty exciting, honestly. He's going to play Imperial Trader, which means he's going to see my hand. Doesn't do anything because I don't have Sanctum, but he does know my hand now. Routine Job steals 1. Okay. So if your opponent has 7 or more, they lose 2. We'll go Brobnar and play Loot the Bodies just to play it. We'll play Tremor to stun. We're going to go Reap, Reap, and then we play Flame Fist, which will negate 2 Amber. And then we're going to play War Drummer, which is going to let us bounce everything. We can play Flame Fist to negate 2 more, and then double Bumpsy here to take them down to 4, which I must say is disgusting. Oh my goodness. Alright, we'll play Anger to ram Dust Imp into Dominator to check at 7. I'm really impressed, honestly, by this deck right now. Marauder comes down to cap 2. Grabber Jammer to raise cost to 7. Biomatrix back up. Okay. So a pretty good response there to a very strong Brobnar turn. Maybe should have kept Loot the Bodies in hand even longer. I don't know if I should have totally gotten rid of it or okay. Okay. I think I'll just go Mars here, probably. Okay, so we're going to start with the Deep Probe, which is going to get rid of Mars, which is going to reveal Nerve Blast, Dimension Door. We'll get rid of a Think Drone. We have the Routine Job, which is going to suck for us, but we actually just want... well, actually, I think I can just win here. We'll discard Phosphorus Stars. Because Routine Job's just going to steal 2. Oh no, we have Nerve Blast as well, so that's just going to do that. I think we just press, though. Like, just press for key, and then they'll respond. If they get their key, it's going to blow up all of that amber that they're holding, so I'm not super afraid in terms of the state of the game, but it would be nice to 3-0 it if possible. Subtle Maul, Nerve Blast, gets rid of Mind Warper. Okay, yep, that'll win. Alright, game well played. Yep, so that's a great game. Thanks to Scavazzi for the game. I hope that everybody watching is enjoying. And that will be round 1. I need to go to the Discord to repeat it. I mean to report it. Score. Scavazzi at 0 keys. I got 3, so that'll do that round. Results. Okay, so we're the first result of the round. So I'm going to take a brief break here, take myself off of stream for a second in order to do that. Good luck to you as well in the next rounds. Okay. Alright, I am back. Monitoring audio right here. Great. You'll get the huge like window in a window in a window kind of thing. Okay, yep, no new comments. Thanks to the 4 viewers that we do have. I know it's the middle of the day on a Monday, but I figured this would be a good stress reliever after doing an interview. Did that this morning, went fine, so we'll see how that goes in terms of responses. but we finished pretty early here, so let's see which games are still around to be played. Don't see any Garrison, Shadowman. Oh, there's Mortivus. Now I gotta leave my previous game. Alright, going into this game here, Mortivus is up with a pretty commanding lead here. So, no surprise, he's brought a like low 60 SAS deck that is just a monster for no apparent reason. Triple Quadricoder in his deck is pretty exciting. We're looking at double Regrowth. Let's look at this deck in case we have to play it. Looking at what a weird deck. Seeing 4 Rot Grubs, triple Quadricoder, Key Charge, double Regrowth with the Gruin. Taliga could be a problem. Song of the Wild potentially, but not a ton of creatures to use that. But we do have a Val Jericho, so you can go Val Jericho into Song of the Wild, which when Star Alliance is using Song of the Wild, that's a problem. So that's a pretty crazy deck from Mortivus there, just kind of exploding. Crusaders playing a Brobnar Sanctum Untamed deck. Double Life Web, Troop Call. So we're just looking at like a lower kind of powered situation here. As much as I like Tesla, sometimes it can be a frustration when you're like, oh, like I just brought it a little bit too weak or a little bit too strong today. But you never know what you're going to get in future rounds. But this is just a rough matchup for this deck in particular. It does have a Spirit's Way, which is a good answer to Val Jericho at the very least. It's got some Knights to do some fighting. Zekiel is always high value, Gatekeeper. And Triple Inspiration is really good. Triple Inspiration with Witch of the Eye, so you can actually do some looping there. I'm not sure exactly what the rulings are on every single one of those loops. But yeah, that is the end of that game there. So. I think I am not up for next round. Getting a ping here. Okay. Okay, next rounds are up. We're watching the bot is bringing those up. Just rechecking audio stuff here. All right, it is versus Mortivus, so that deck that we just went over will be the deck that we're against here. Okay. That's them. If they can make for that. Okay. Bring McGrath. McGrath might be a little too good here, but I at least have some tools with Mordivas's deck. Good luck and have fun. And at least I know what I'm up against. It's just like, McGrath feels so sturdy, like the answers are just all kind of there. The 4 Rot Grubs. I didn't know that we're streaming, by the way. 4 Rot Grubs is good, but is super irrelevant against the deck that just wants to board, and I don't have a lot of board answers. I do have 3 Fates here. I'm just going to have to focus on maybe like rushing prior to setup, getting those quadricoders on creatures that I don't want, that Mordivas doesn't want dead. So how are we doing on a first hand here? I'm not in love with that. Okay, mulligan. Marginally better. Okay, we'll let him open. Let's open for like, he just like opens a Dominator or something. That'd be awesome. We got things to stick that quadricoder on. Otherwise, I'll probably just go Fuzzy Grow and discard Song of the Wild. Just like wait for a big body to get on there. Feel free to comment in chat, thinking about hands and stuff. Oh, Mordivas is now following. Wow. Little jumping dinosaur is happy. Thank you, Mordivas, for the follow. Okay, we have a Stealer of Souls, which is exactly the kind of thing I was hoping for. Just big dude, please. We will put out a Crash Muldoon. Why not? Reap. Cost is 8 there. I don't know. No Brobnar. Bumsy makes me lose the 1 Amber that I read there. Anger does the job. Oh man, not the best of matchups for me. I'm gonna just go by the rules of hand shaping here. Try to get my draws better later. This might be ugly. If for some reason he lets a Spears live, that would be cool. I doubt it, but it would be cool. We do have a Walls here, which is going to get the Quadricoder back if he kills the Stealer of Souls. It's at least something. I think we just keep going Star Alliance here, pretty much regardless. Putting a little bit of board pressure on. Like, I'm trying to use the tools that I can to prevent that board aggregation. EMP Blast is going to... Oh, he played it, yeah. Okay, each Mars creature and each artifact. Okay. Deep Probe is going to hit all the disc stuff, and he's going to let me resolve a Spears. He must know that that's not great here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, actually, I think. So he can kill that Stealer of Souls a little too easily for my taste. So I'm actually going to run the Garcia into it. And then we play Chief Engineer Walls in order to recover one of the quadricoders. And we can stick it on this guy. We're going to discard 3 cards here. We do get into a Captain Valjerico. Get a little bit of a board going. That seems pretty good. Brobnar is the call, though. Heb of the Huge comes down. Not the most ideal situation for yours truly. God, the Brobnar is just too good. Okay. Discards. I think I like the regrowths here. We're gonna keep hand shaping, Double regrowth. I get the Val back. I'm actually gonna get the walls back, even though Spears is potentially higher value, but Walls lets me get immediate quadricoder back, which is gonna be really vital here, I think, because I'm not gonna win fast. That was a huge Heba the Huge, though, so I gotta give him credit for that. I am going to get the Val resolution regardless of what he does here. So we see Dust Imp, Stealer of Souls, Control the Weak is going to force me back into Untamed. I can do nothing, so good Control the Weak there. There's no board response in this deck at all. It's a little disappointing. I always worry about bringing board to Tesla because it's just like, you're just in trouble if they don't have a board clear. You still got a long way to go to 3 keys though, so there is that at least. But just looking at what I have left here, I gotta be honest, I sort of don't know what my win condition would even be. I can get huge value on the Misery exploits. Toliga with the Fog Bank could happen. A key charge. After that, keep sticking the quadricoders as best I can. I'm just gonna keep trying to like produce board in Amber, keep trying to hand sort, see where it gets me. Brobnar Call from Mordivus plays Rogue Ogre. And I believe he's going to stop there so that the Rogue Ogre captures one. Yeah, that's exactly right. We go Star Alliance again. We play here. And that's going to allow us to play... So another quadricoder is going to do the trick here. So we're actually going to play Malazan to get some beef on the board. We play Walls to get a quadricoder back. Quadricoder goes on Rogue Ogre, giving me 10. Force Field goes on Val Jericho. We are going to get some Misery Exploit value, as I had hoped. We're also going to get some Harmonia value, which could be big. I could potentially, if he somehow doesn't kill the Val Jericho, I could play the Harmonia out of turn, which could be really crazy. But if he does kill it, he's probably going to damage his other creatures in the process, which is also nice. So we have some good plays happening. Double quadricoder is really nice here. It's going to force him to maybe do some damage to his own board, which I need. I thought about putting it on something smaller, but I like it on the creature with Amber, so that in order to kill it, he has to give me an Amber. And I like it on the large creature. Okay, Tremor. It's not great, but not the biggest deal, actually. Because Val is really static ability. Walls has done what he'll do. Okay. Bumpsy fights Malazan. I think he is actually getting rid of his creatures that are damaged. At least trying to. Okay, we're dealing with 3 creatures with damage. I think I just do the Misery Exploit for 3 here. We play Lord Invidious, which will bring cost to 8, and then shrink by 2. It's pretty cool. We're going to have the 3 Fates, which might not be worth playing, depending. I also have Harmonia with a key charge here, which is going to give me some value. Playing Invidious might let me steal some of these larger creatures, or at least keep him occupied. Okay, he's going to go Dis. So you're going to see Dust Imp fight first. Dust Imp is going to fight Invidious, okay, and then Stealer of Souls is going to purge it. He discards Key Charge, which is just nightmarishly unideal for me. Plays Arise to return Stealer of Souls, plays Stealer of Souls. How are we doing on Untamed Creatures? We really just have Taliga left. I can gain 2 here and threaten to gain more, getting the Quadricoder to stall. Or I can kill 3 of his creatures and put 2 Rot Grubs in archive. So it would be 9s and 2 6s would kill both of the Stealer of Souls. Yeah, I think that's really good. We can just get rid of that disboard that he just paid for. I think Eterome is also high value here. It raises the key tax by 1. We've got Fogbank Harmonia, which is going to be some degree of value. He's going to go a quick Mars call, maybe see some Grabber Jammer tax. Yeah, double Grabber Jammer taxes to 8. But we do get the key, and then I'm going to play Fogbank into Harmonia. Do I want to play Cauldron Boil here? It'll actually kill 2 of his creatures. I sort of don't want it. Yeah, I think killing stuff is still good. I can't do it that often. We're going to have the Kangafant out, which is against us in Dis, but is great for us in Mars. Fogbank is going to keep everything from fighting. So we're looking at some pretty nice turns here, actually. This is going to disincentivize him from boarding, at the very least. Dis, I can negate some Amber, gain some Amber, and ping some stuff. Kill some creatures with a Reap, so some pretty good value coming off here. I can also, like, using the Kangafant, I can kill the Eterome. We have Shivan. Okay, so going Mars here, not a huge shocker. Mind Warper's going to place 1 on Harmonia. Squawker's going to let him do it again. For 2. Feeding Pit discards Troll, the best card in Keyforge. I'm surely going to win now. Okay. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 creatures. I have 3, which means all of these will resolve, actually. I have... This is interesting. So we have Star Alliance, Untamed, Dis, Robnar, Mars for 5. Get another Quadricoder on board. That's pretty sweet. And you would have to use this whole turn to like use the Grabber Jammers or something. More profit in Dis, but I think more long-term value in Star Alliance actually. So we're gonna play Molina, which is going to give some protection to the Harmonia. It's also going to resolve to gain 1. Quadricoder. It's going to go on this Grabber Jammer. So again, 1 house, 2 houses, 3 houses, 4 houses, 5 houses. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll do 5th damage here. That's pretty good. If he boards, then I'm going to gain a Dis. If he doesn't, then we're on slightly more equal footing. Kangafant he has to deal with. He has to deal with the Harmonia. Kind of getting myself into better position here, which is nice. He goes Dis. I feel like he's played a lot of the best Dis, but I dust him to Reap and destroy Dust Imp, Flame Reef, detaching it to Harmonia to play 3 Fates. Really interesting play here. That's going to give us both a nice little Amber Surge. I can't argue with it. I can't argue with it. I like the play a lot. Very, very intriguing though, like truly. Now do I try to stick this to Liga and put 3 houses on board, taxing at 9? Or do I take him off key and do some serious like reaping and stuff? I think I like the Dis turn. It's like more tempo, even though it's kind of nice. But like getting him off key just seems great. We're gonna use Edarum with a Reap to kill this Grabber Jammer. And then we can destroy a creature with no Amber on it. Destroying Zizix the Many. We will deal nothing to either of those. And then I can actually put these guys out. We've got the other Quadricoder, which is kind of nice. We also just have a disboard. Schuler steals 1. Dust Imp fights Rotgrub. Troubadour comes down. Okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So he's at 5 now because he loses off the Troubadour. I think this is Reap for 3. Maybe Reap for 4. Kill something. But it doesn't do anything for me, really. I think I gotta do the Untamed turn. It's actually like a little bit less than ideal, but I'm gonna put the Harmonia down. We'll put Taliga here, and we'll put Harmonia here. I'm just gonna get rid of Song of the Wild, and we'll also get rid of Cauldron Boil, which is a little annoying, but he can go Dis to destroy the Troubadour, but like to get to Taliga, he'll have to do some other stuff. It's not the worst thing in the world. Maybe because like the Starline's turn wasn't good enough to justify the Molina. Yeah, so he's gonna gain the 5 off for Troubadour here, killing Taliga there, and then Dustin, Flash. Okay, that allows me to then go Star Alliance and massively tax this key. Okay, so okay, so how many houses do we have? We're looking Untamed, Dis, Mars. So just the 3. And then this will be 2. So +2 for each. Takes him to 10. +3 for each would take him to 12. He's sitting at 11. So I actually don't want to play my Star Alliance creatures. I'm going to play Zap here. Oh, wait. I can kill Dustin, giving him 2. That'll take him to 13, and I can tax at 12 and play my guys. Okay, we'll do this first. We purge War Drummer, which is not a bad purge, actually. Do this. And get some massive key tax. Mars is the call for Mortivis. Feeding Pit to discard Crump. That was a massive key tax. We really needed that kind of tempo swing in this game. Oh, man. Phosphorus. Phosphorus is disgusting here. Huge problem. Oh, it's brutal. Well played, well played. Oh, man. What do I even do? So I can go Regrowth, Fogbank, Taliga. That's kind of nice. Do Regrowth, Taliga, Fog Bank. Getting another one on the side of Valgerico. Fog Bank is nice too because it keeps the quadricoders alive. That Phosphorus Stars was just the worst thing that could have happened. Oh man, just brutal. Okay. I just can't kill them. Like, it doesn't... I do have walls here, which is something. But 1, 2, 3, 4, so I'm going to be able to play Force Field. I think I go Dis. Just the worst case scenario with that Mars coming out when it did. What are my biggest creatures? I don't think I can play this. 3 Fates, because I need the quadricoder alive. We'll gain 1 off of that. Down 1. Here. We're going to play Force Field. Here. What we really need to do is hold up for a key charge. I think that's how we're going to win this game if we do. We have walls to recover a quadricoder, which is going to be massive for the Amber Control department. I also have Grasping Vine, so if I can stick a check, I could potentially just win there. He's going to have to make some decisions, though, because he can't feed the Taliga. And he also can't, so he's going to go Brobnar. Interesting call here. By the way, my last card is Key Charge, which is just so... okay. So, loot the bodies. He's going to gain a ton off of Heb with a huge loot the bodies. I gain... Taliga gains, though, which is good. Oh, man, this is rough. This is rough. Here we go, Star Alliance for sure. That's 3 on each side. We're going to use this guy to get a quadricoder. Stick that puppy on. Maybe this Heb is a huge. Oh, wait, no, he can bounce that with War Drummer. Is War Drummer gone? War Drummer's not gone, so I'm not going to put it on Brobnar. We'll put it on the other Grabber Jammer. I think that that's a nice target, because I need that Amber anyway. Okay, so we do Spears here, which will allow me to play a card out of house, which will be Grasping Vines, which will prevent him using it to prevent the key charge. I get the Garcia on board because that might let me key charge in Star Alliance. So here, he's more likely to want to kill the Taliga. Okay. Cost is 17. Key charge is viable. Whew. high stress game here. Jeez. At least I'm making him think. We got Star Alliance, Dis, Untamed, Mars, Brobnar, so 5. Yeah, I can. If he doesn't kill Val, then I'm good. If he does, then I'm gonna need a little bit of luck in Untamed. He's also just in a jam because it's hard for him to get the check right now. Regardless. I think that upping the lash is enough here. Okay, the Mars call. Feeding Pit comes down. We see Grabber Jammer fighting Garcia to capture 1. Grabber Jammer 2. Okay, EMP Blast. Wait a second. Okay, so he doesn't want me to have spears. Alright, so we have 2 on each side here. So we need 2 on each side in order to resolve that. We will go Star Alliance. I just want to make sure I don't mess this up. It would be so sad. Okay, so we have Star Alliance, Dis, Untamed, Mars, Brobnar. That'll give us 5 damage. So 2, we'll pop that, 3. So we're going to reap, and that allows me to use another friendly creature, which will let me jam this and fight here. Then I do my next Star Alliance card to just pop that, which takes me to 11, which then lets me key charge. Good game. Whew. That was really tough. Really, really tough. Well played, well played. Yeah, I mean, that was about as tough as a game gets. I'm glad that I got that on stream. It was some of the better piloting I've done with a deck that I just picked up, to be honest. so that's pretty cool. I'll need to report that in the thingamabobber. Oh, okay. He already reported it. So we can go to the weekly tournament chat. Round 2 is reversal. Okay. Round 3. Thanks to everybody watching. Got four people watching. That's exciting. Man, need a couple minutes between rounds. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break myself too. I just need a breath after that game. Be right back. I'm gonna mute myself. Okay. Thanks to everybody for waiting here. Getting the next round lined up. I forgot to leave this one. I hate that. I hate that DCO does that. Okay. So not tonight, and I have some games to play right now. We're gonna play the final for Miners League against each other as well. That's pretty exciting. Good luck, have fun. Let's see what we're up against here. It is a Dark Tidings deck, Grand Melee, so let's make sure that we keep things on board next to each other. Double Deep Quarter Ruin is not ideal for me. Triple Flume, Wave of Pixie. Biggest issue I see at current could be her just boarding, and then also I have to be careful around the Cleansing Wave because my deck really wants to fight. So, you know, I don't hate this hand. Okay, so we'll keep it. 4 cards of anything is pretty good. I hate to have a unproductive Phosphorus Stars against this deck, but whatever, honestly. Getting 2 Mars out, one of them which can archive, and in a deck where I can draw John Smith and do crazy stuff if that happens, like, that's fine. Or I can draw Squawker. Squawker John Smith, I can draw just Squawker. 4 cards just in a slow deck is always a good open anyway. Sir Brever is going to come down, which is actually a really hard creature for me to deal with in this deck. I'm going to stick by the game plan here, though. And play this. Discarding the Phosphorus Stars. I totally played my cards out of sequence here. Yep, I just have to discard. Oops. Just played a really intense game there. Oops. Not the biggest deal, honestly. But if I lose by 1 amber, there you go. This is good for me, though. I get to do that archiving. I will stash away War Drummer if I can. Lands chosen. It's 3 power. Bulwark is 4. Red Hand Registry. Okay, after it's stolen, I don't steal it all, so that's okay. What is these lands chosen? Reap Capture 2 if the tide is low. The tide's never going to be low, so... Yeah, I think I go Mars and just keep doing the Mars thing here. Fight Reap. So I'll just Reap. I will reveal War Drummer, which is a great card for me. Sanctum. Let's see what she decides to do here. Okay, so she's going to fight Mind Worker. To deal 2 damage via the Bulwark Assault. Okay, that makes sense. Orion the Circumspect is a 3 power creature, and then we got 6. Okay, so we're going to 6, 4, 3. Okay. So we get rid of 6, 4, 3. I think that's the best call here. We get rid of that Reap machine. We can play Schuler, and we can play Stealer of Souls, beefing up Stealer of Souls here with Flame Wraith. Pretty good. Almost. Arise is only 3 Mars right now, which is probably not worth playing the Arise. Might be worth going Dis to try to draw. How am I doing on cards and discard? Doing all Mars right now in Dis. Mostly Dis. I mean, mostly Mars, sorry. I like using Anger on the 8 power Stealer of Souls. That's like really nice. Reach advantage is going to raise the tide. Faust comes down. I think I go Dis next turn. Swallow whole. I can never remember. This card just like never shows up, so okay. Choose 2 creatures. Purge the chosen creature with the lowest power. Okay. Swallow whole to purge lands chosen, giving 3+ power counters to. Okay. Let's go Dis to keep the hand shaped. We can just fight and purge Sir Brever, taking like no damage in the process, which is always nice. We're not going to use this Arise, which is a little irritating because it's a great card in this deck, but you just can't. Okay, so now we're dealing with some serious Amber negation here with War Drummer, and then we can bounce Bumsy. It would be great if she had a huge Amber explosion here. I get those Gruins now? Give me the Gruins! No! I don't want that crap. Okay. I don't think I used my War Drummer yet then. Because bouncing the Bumsy isn't worth a ton. But we can use Anger in order to fight with Stealer of Souls, purging Moopling, which is always nice. Gain an Amber off of that, and an Amber off of the Stealer of Souls ability, purging Moopling. Keep everything together for Grand Melee. And we have Burn the Stockpile with a nice Brodnar board here. Might just play out the Mars next turn. Makes me sort of wish I had played that Arise, but I don't know. I didn't feel like 3 small bodies was worth as much in this game. Untamed is the call. Deepwater Gruin. Gebuk. Flumph fights Schuler, giving 2 power to Flumph. 5 power Flumph fights. Okay, yeah, Stealer of Souls. That's a good play there. Okay, so the Flume Ford is starting to happen. I'll just play my Mars here. That will definitely make her, like, she'll have to fight these if she's gonna go untamed. Grabber Jammer comes down. We also have to loot the bodies, which is kind of nice. With 3 on board. I wonder if you go untamed here if you're her. Or if you try to expand your other house plays. So right now, she must have a handful of Saurian, probably? I have a rather productive Brobnar turn if she decides to reap out. Okay, so she's going to go untamed. That makes sense, because the board is really good. I think that she has to respond to some of those Martians. Maybe. Like, she wants the John Smith dead, probably. Grabber Jammer. And the Flumps are just going to get big. It's actually really irritating for this deck, because the 3 Fates are gone. Flume fights John Smith. Okay, John Smith is now dead. Maybe a Reap Reap. Maybe not. He's gonna kill Rogue Ogre. Okay. Seven power, 5 power, 5 power. Maybe if I even kill one of them, it could be a big deal. Like, I could also go Mars. I think the more interesting play here, though, is to actually keep this from going off all game on me. I'll have one of each house if I hold this. Good draw, good draw. Really, really important that I'm able to do some house manipulation here with the tempo that she has there. Okay, so she finally takes her Saurian turn. You can get 3 cards in Sanctum if you count the artifacts. Okay, Unclo Formation, which usually does nothing. Okay, so she's going to give Skirmish to Faust, who's going to fight Crump, which makes sense. The board that I have is very good. Dino You Didn't, which destroys a creature with Amber on it, I believe. Destroy an enemy creature with Amber on it. Yeah, that doesn't do anything here. Okay, when Tide is low, it does no damage when fighting. Okay, so I think that I make her do a repeat Saurian Call, most likely. Let's do that discard first. Discards Gorm of Alm. That's nice. We have a 7 power Faust. Gain some Amber fighting into that. And then we make her go Saurian again, maybe. Oh, it's rough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 1, 2, 3. Hit the Gorm. I think you go with the house. Amber Control, Amber Control. Okay, she has spoils. Versus versus in Sanctum. Harmonic Ritual. I think I'll take my chances in Saurian. Okay, so we actually see quite a few, hopefully just those 2, come out. I'd feel quite unlucky if there were more. But the Tide is high, you may exalt a creature, so she's going to get to exalt 1. She's going to exalt Troll, and then immediately fight. That makes sense. Okay, I do get the key, which is a nice dodge for me. How many creatures is she dealing with in... So we've seen that, we've seen that. We have not seen Deepwater Gruin. 1, 2, 3. We've seen quite a few of those guys. I think that I do go Mars, so let's get that out of the way. We'll use Feeding Pit to get rid of that. Give you this, and we'll use Squawker to trigger the effect again. We just haven't seen... I think the thing that would hurt me the most would be more untamed creatures, even though the draw is Sanctum. Okay, so she has the Cleansing Wave, the Zalvador. We get rid of Milobe. Yeah, so I was only going to hit 1 each way. I had a chance of... Yeah, okay. Okay, so we see another Saurian call here. Plays Carpe Diem. So my two dudes here, makes sense to me. Plays wipe clear to deal 1 to each. Oh boy. Cleansing wave, big cleansing wave incoming here. Salvador Grand Melee. Okay, so the upside for me. Okay, okay. The upside for me is I can check. Never mind. Tough. Tough turn. So she's gonna get 7. I'm gonna hope to draw that Flame Fist. So I can lose 3 in order to play this guy. Could that be worth it? Does she have Ostracize or anything? Does she have Ostracize or anything? Potentially? She's got a lot of big bodies out there, so I think playing Troubadour could make some sense here. So here comes the Cleansing Wave. Not a ton I can do about it. Okay. I do get to negate quite a lot. Grand Melee will bring out... Okay, Salvador is a cap. I was trying to avoid the... Okay. So we'll take this. We go with a Burn the Stockpile. Do this. Stunning. Those. Get damage here. Bringing her down to 6. So we can negate some of that at the very least. Phosphorus Stars could be really big here. Untamed. Two Reaps. Plays Mollymock. Ah, that's bad. We are going to get a really nice play here in Mars, as long as she doesn't check, so it's some crazy Untamed thing. Faust is gone. Angrodontis is gone. So spoils we do have to worry about, but can't prevent it. fittest. Gives everyone +1. Double reap. Plays Key Frog. Okay. Now. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, and then she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So it's got to be mostly Saurian or Sanctum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So maybe like 3 and 3 Sanctum and Saurian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I'm not seeing any Sanctum, so I think I need to stun this. We stun everything, which keeps the frog from resolving, hypothetically. We can use Feeding Pit to get rid of one of these guys. I think get rid of Sanctum. Okay, so we get rid of, they do have Spoils of Battle. They have Deepwater Gruin, but that's not going to do the job. They're going to have to play that Spoils of Battle. And unstun the Saurian. I'm going to get into my Squawker. Ungrodontis, Paraguardian here, Spoils of Battle, Rostrum. Spoils. So, a little bit of thing that she could have done that would scare me a lot more about the frog. If she had put it on the other flank, she would have access to Grand Melee on the redraw, which would be pretty sick, actually. So I'm very lucky. Ready a non-agent Mars creature. Okay, you are a Mars creature. We're going to unstun you. Here. Play you. We use Feeding Pit to get rid of this. Okay, and now deals no, while the tide is low, it deals no damage when fighting. I really care about those chains. I don't think that I should care about those chains that much. So we'll reap here. Which will allow me to ready Dominator. Fighting to kill here. That's going to put me to 9, which should be enough. By the way, thanks to those of you who are hanging in there and watching this whole thing. She calls Saurian. She could have redrawn the reach advantage, capturing 3. This would have to be an insanely lucky spoils situation here. Removes from Gabuk. Okay, Rostrum puts it on John Smith. Exalt John Smith. Phew, okay, wow, okay. GG, well played. Crazy game. She's a really, really good pilot. Beating her and Mordovus in the same day in Tesla is actually insane. Like, wow, okay. And thanks to everybody watching there in chat. If you are watching and enjoying yourself, please do see if you're subscribed, or whatever they call it, follow on Twitch. Okay, so this one, new mentions, chat, I guess she reported. Okay, round number 4 is our final round against Gimu. Let's see where we are in the bracket before we go into that. So Gimu won here. Okay, so Gimu is 2-1. So at the very least, we are the 3-1 at the top of the bracket right now. I mean, we're the 3-0 at the top of the bottom now. Top of the bracket. If we lose, we'll go 3-1, and we'll have the same record as everybody else. But of course, we're going to try for the 4-0 to finish the day here. So we'll try. We will try. Yeah, I'm 3-0 right now, 1-star Peach. Thanks for watching. McGrath looks good today. Mordovus brought a pretty crazy deck, even though it's low SAS. It was like triple quadricoder, so beating this deck twice is going to be hard. I kind of knew coming into the day, but good luck, have fun. But, you know, we top the event if we, you know, how do I say? If we win, we get the 4-0. If we lose, I think we still actually top this. So that's pretty exciting. Sorry, no, I'm having trouble getting live here. Give me 1 second, sorry. Okay, that's just the results. Let me make sure I'm still... Okay, so I'm still... Am I still streaming here? Yeah, okay, I'm still streaming. Good. God. Okay. Let me check out this deck list. We're dealing with Reaper So, Keyfrog, Cross Porpoises, Kerwallop, Scoops. We're dealing with like a whole bunch of steel in this deck. I really can't play the Howling Pits against McGrath, I think. What am I dealing with in terms of creature control? Not much, so I'm going to have to be very careful about all that. What do I think about this hand? I could play the Flying Spectre to give me a steal each turn. I'll keep it. It's just too good of a hand. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to play Edive turn 1, which will archive the Ransacked, which is not going to be very high value right now. And then hopefully he generates a few Amber. It's going to be a hard game for me to beat McGrath here. I just don't have like any creature control at all. Why am I showing the wrong game on my... Did I go off live? Yeah, okay. I'm just having an issue on my phone. I'm good. Can everybody hear me okay? I'm just double checking. Okay. So I think here they're going to play Mind Barb to get rid of one of my looter pillages. So that allows me to take a comfortable Shadows turn playing the Flying Spectre, and then I can steal one Amber here. I'm going to go Mars, which might max the value of my Positron Bolt at the very least. Okay, Deep Probe to get rid of Untamed. So he's valuing the Untamed in this deck. I should give it another look for the combo potential. Yeah, alright. Yeah, I see some of that. So I'll try to get some good Untamed hands from seeing that. You learn a lot from somebody using Deep Probe against you, actually. It might be a good Tesla inclusion in general. I hadn't really thought of that. We're going to play Science, which is going to give us a Amber for each action that we play. We will kill Mind Warper, dealing 3, 2 to Schuler. The reason that we want to deal less, we don't want to deal the 3 to Schuler so that it can survive for Scooped, hypothetically. That's going to be big. It's going to be really tough to toss these pips in Logos, but I don't know if I can give McGrath big hands, but I also don't know what else to do in this deck. You know what I'm saying? Anger, killing Edai. Like, what do you do? Like, I mean, this deck kind of needs to move. I guess I can't be, like, discarding cards. Because, I mean, I'll get the equal fill, but I'll get it first. I think it's a bad call to be discarding pips. And then also, this deck is, it's not like this deck is super fast. It kind of needs it as well. I don't love it, but I think it's what I have to do, frankly, in order for this deck to be, like, fully operational. The Australis could be actually good in this. Exhaust 3 Logos creatures. The Tau Mages could be nice. I could go Logos again. 2 pips, 2 reaps. Hope that he doesn't draw the good Amber control. Okay, so he's going to play 3 Fates, which will destroy Troll and both of the Steel Hearts. I think I go Logos again. I can destroy a damaged creature and check, which is pretty nice. It also only leaves us at 6 and boosts my hands a bit. We can destroy Schuler. That makes me dodge the burn the stockpile and stuff like that. It also opens up Master the Theory, which could be cool. If he massively boards, I could get some really nice action there. I don't mind this situation very much at all. We're also in a essentially Steel 3 situation in Dis now. I mean in Shadows. Bumpsy is going to make me lose 1. Very pesky. Okay, so Rogue Ogre is going to do that. I think that I just go Shadows. This has an action steal 1. While the tide is high. I'm not raising the tide. I wouldn't have done it anyway. Ransack is going to deal with Francis the Economist. Very cool. And then I'm actually... Feels really bad to discard this, but I can't. It's really high value right now for me. He's gonna go Brobnar, maybe a Burn the Stockpile, or the Flame Fist. Flame Fist takes me there. Okay. Not the worst thing in the universe. Okay. Flying Spectre, he raises the tide. Okay, great. That's kind of exactly what we want. So we are going to play Master the Theory to archive 3 cards. We're going to archive you, you, you. Oh wait, I can protect from discards, so I want my key cheat. Actually, I don't care about the frog as much because I can just bring it back. We want Witch, we want Ruin, we want Reap thing. Info exchange takes me there, and we fill up our hand really nicely. Okay. Hoping for a Lash. That would be cool. That'd be super cool. They're gonna go Brobnar. Reap, reap, reap. Okay. Please burn the stockpile. He played exactly 1 card this turn. Oh, because he played burn the stockpile. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Okay. We got a bunch of stuff in archives here. I'm gonna go Shadows 1 more turn. Now we raise the tide, actually. I think I keep the Borrow, funny enough. I don't want to go to 7, and it gives me some really nice options here. Really nice Untamed turn, sort of questioning myself on the, what's the name now? I don't know, maybe that was right. I don't know, I'm questioning myself on the play where I decided to not raise the tide. It was a mistake, but like I really think that it would be the wrong thing to do there. But I'm virtually legally obligated here to play Untamed. We'll play Bumblebird first, because that needs to happen. We will play Witch of the Dawn. Allows me to bring back a creature of my choice, which will be Witch of the Dawn. Then we play Young Despair. So we'll use Growth Surge here to up the key cost. We'll play Way of the Pixie here. And then use that ability to reap as well. That'll give us a nice check. a big board. That'll also keep Rogue Ogre damaged. Double Kerwalla. Looking really good here, actually. Hopefully he can maybe like put down that lash. That would be dirty. Keyfrog is a problem for him. There's a lot of like real issues for his board right now. Hard Simpson at 5 power elusive is really nice. Yeah, I think the Master the Theory play was worth more than the Freebooter Fae. Almost definitely, and I can't count on my opponent to kill stuff for me. So I stand by that. Flame Fist fights Moogling, that makes sense. Reap with Bumsy, okay, so they're going to do that. That is going to let me go into Shadows, I think. Yeah, that's just the best play here, without a doubt. We're going to do 1 Kerwallop, and then 2 Kerwallops to forge the key and steal again. Normally I would wait for this lash, but the lash just never seems to be coming, so this will let us do that. Discard a Tau Mage, which isn't very useful to us. And then we can check for third key with the Kerwallops, so I think that sets up pretty nicely here, getting some steel back in the hand. We're also set up for the Rogue Ogre to kill that in Logos, unless he only plays 1 card, which is still advantageous to us. We're going to see a Grabber Jammer come down to cost 7. Second one comes down for cost 8. If you used 3 or more creatures this turn, steal 2. That's kind of dirty. Reap here to reveal Dust Imp and Archive. Squawker readies Grabber Jammer. Okay. Big choices here, honestly. If I can steal 2, right in... If I use 3 or more, steal 2. That seems pretty good. But popping up to 6 would be pretty awesome as well. I think I like the Untamed turn better. Okay. So first thing that we do, we're going to kill a Grabber Jammer. Or, wait. We got 5, this is 8. We could kill the Crumb. I mean, the Rogue Ogre. We're going to do Way of the Pixie to gain 1, and Reap here. Reap with both Witches. We're just going to rush here. I used more than 3, so now I can steal 2, taking him down to 6. We're going to enrage the Grabber Jammer, and also this Rogue Ogre. If that's not enough, I don't know what is. Oh yeah, no, I have the CPU fan. There's nothing I can do about it. Sorry. Dustin. That means I got it. That you can't do anything in this. Plays Arise. Plays Schuler. Flame Wreath on Rogue Ogre. Control the Weak. Doesn't matter. Into Shadows. That's it. Good game and well played. That is a 4-0 day at Tesla. Really, really glad I streamed that. I hope everybody enjoyed watching it. Sorry about the CPU fan. I can't do anything. I have a kind of old computer, so I'm doing the best I can to stream and give you, like, you know, top-notch play. So at the very least, I hope that you enjoyed the quality of play here. I might as well do the kind of deck profile on McGrath, since I was able to 4-0 with it today. So we are looking at a Brobnar Dis Mars deck, in which the double Bumpsy, Flame Fist, and Burn the Stockpile, you can bounce all of those creatures with the War Drummer to have that, you know, it has big Amber Control game in addition to big board. Anger plays well into the double Stealers of Souls or the Troubadour. Arise is really nice to get that Brobnar comboing multiple times. Control the Weak is just always a plus card. Three Fates was more useful today than I thought, and so was Phosphorus Stars. Since when you are down on board, that big stun is massive. Double Grabber Jammer is also going to play into that Brobnar Amber Control game by raising cost. Double Mind Warper, same thing, just doing the job here. John Smith is a threat, and Dominator protects it. EMP Blast gives you that artifact control. So the deck really, really can do everything, but it's slow. You have to play the lines kind of perfect. We saw that it had certain vulnerabilities in our game, in our last game there against the big rush and then quick board. But, you know, I was able to pretty easily win the Archon games, all things considered. You know, still, like, respect to those players and everything, but, like, the deck was able to definitely punch hard enough to win the Archons. And then I think playing it for the first time for people is really hard, and it has certain vulnerabilities to exploit and reversals, so I thought it did kind of perfect today. 76 SAS. I'll definitely be playing this deck again. This is my first day playing this deck, so pretty excited about it. With that, I'm going to sign out, so thanks to everybody for watching the stream. I really appreciate all of you guys. If you are not followed to the Twitch, please do. This will also get uploaded to the YouTube under the same title, The Swindle Dust Chronicles, so I'll see you all next time. Thanks for joining.